J Rock, that's Linda Murray's son. For real. I don't really know who J Rock is. I feel like I'm in the process of learning that myself.
Okay.
That's a real big question.
Is it a family name or something you just came up with?
It's funny, 'cause I ain't come up with it. My brother, when I was young, like I said on that song "Worry About You," like the placenta had broke. My mom was in labor, and the umbilical cord got wrapped around my neck. And I ain't know if neither one of us was gonna make it at the time. So like, it looked like some real crazy shit. You feel me? I can just only imagine. Like I wasn't there, but I can like really just imagine like the time. I can imagine like how my brothers would feel. Like I couldn't imagine how my mama felt because she was the one actually going through it. But when it came down to like actually the situation happening, I can just imagine everybody like the fear in their heart. Cause you feel me? We could have lost our mama at that time. You feel me? So like really thinking about it, I think J Rock came from my mama. She fell into a coma. She fell into a coma. I want to say like some odd months. I couldn't tell you exactly the number, but I just know I started hanging around my brother. My brother was like person that was taking care of me like primarily all of the time. So like my brother named Rock. That's his nickname. So like they used to always call me Lil Rock or J Rock. You feel me? Cause my name Jarius, so they call me J. And they kind of just added that at the end. So everywhere I go, even when I got older, like I'd be like 7, 8 years old, and this is the point I'm by myself. Cause like my mom used to always be working, so and my brother was always older than me. So when it came down like me going in Walmart, some shit like that, one of my brother friends would see me. He don't be with my brother, but he just see me out the blue like Lil Rock. Look around like who the fuck? You feel me? So that shit it just always stuck. So like either J Rock, Lil Rock. That's how that shit came about. You been with me since I was this little, like for real, since I was little. That shit always been around. She say she ain't never meet God, but she did. She come around to the point where she say she was very aware of everything that was going on. Like even though she was like she couldn't respond back to anybody. Like even though she was in a coma, like she said she was pretty aware of everything. Like she knew the people, she could hear the voices. Like her brain wasn't a vegetable, so she wasn't totally out, but she was still there. So I thought that was kind of funny. That was weird. That was a good question for me. Like I ain't get it. Like every time I seen a movie or something like that, and somebody die and they come back to life, or like they go into a coma or something like that, like they really they ain't got no control over their body. It's always some type of spiritual meeting with God. You feel me? Like for some reason. So I felt like I should ask my mom that for some reason.
So would you say that you express yourself or what you want your viewers to know about you better through song or through rap?
Rap. I feel like I could tell more of a story through rap. More of an accurate story through rap. It's easier to get more words out. When you singing, you do a lot of dragging, and you know it's a lot of round offs. You know it's a lot of it's basically you trying to show your skill. I feel like that's when it comes down to singing. It's like more of a skill asset, like more of a it's more of a competition when it comes down to singing. I feel like it's not a competition when it comes down to rapping. I feel like I perfected rap to like to a point where maybe not perfected. I haven't perfected rap. I do have my off days, but I always say it's easier to tell a story through rap than it is singing. It's just singing is a lot slower. Rapping is a lot faster and more rapid.
So what makes J Rock different? What makes you stand out from anybody else in the rap game coming up?
Honestly, I feel like it's the story behind the music. I feel like the story behind the music is a lot different from a lot of people that's in the game right now. I feel like a lot of people want to be in the streets. I don't think the streets is how you come up. I feel like the way I came up was a whole lot different from a lot of people who came up in the game, and it's not a bad thing. It's not totally a bad thing. Like I didn't have my dad. I mean, it's a lot of black people. That's a lot of people. Period. I didn't have my dad growing up, but I didn't go to the streets. I didn't think that was my way to come up. I felt like my way to come up was my talent. My way to come up was having something to believe in, having something that I felt like I could feed my mom and everybody else in my family. That's how I felt like I could do it. I felt like I didn't have to go to violence or any type of crime to actually be successful, I feel like I should just be myself, like more than anything. I don't have to follow nobody. I don't have to. I don't have to be like nobody. I can just be myself. You feel me? And I feel more comfortable being myself. And being a bando where there was no lights, or you feel me, or like, you feel me, like, think about it, that's ignorance. If you really think about it, like, that's pure ignorance. You wanted to be in a house where you couldn't pay bills, where nobody had their name on the lease or nothing like that, but you wanted to sell weed out of it. So as soon as it's like, most bandos is one way in and one way out. You feel me? Like, most of the doors and the windows boarded up. Like, there's no way to get out. You feel me? The way that you got in was the only way you could get out. So I mean, just think about how smart that sounds. And a lot of people just don't have it that good to actually go out and buy drugs. You feel me? Like, a lot of people think about stuff like where am I gonna stay tomorrow? You feel me? What am I gonna eat? A lot of people don't have the money to support those habits, even if it is making you money back in on the back end. But it's not. You feel me? Like, when you really think about it, most dope dealers owe somebody. When you really think about the game, it's hard to come out of the game on top because it takes so long to get to that point. Like, I feel like in this position, it's like a fresh start almost. It's like I don't owe nobody. I don't have nobody to look up to, nobody to answer to. I'm only following myself. I feel like that's the best way to be. I feel like there is no other way to be. If you can't be your own boss, then you're not a boss. Like, straight up.
So are you saying that you're starting your label, or you're starting coming out with your album without any risk?
Yeah.
Any strings attached?
No, I'm not a liability at all. I don't feel like I could be a liability. I don't really indulge in a lot of drugs. Like, the only thing I like to do is I like smoking blacks and smoking weed. I mean, that's what the song says. You feel me? I mean, shit. I mean, the shoe fits. You know, weird. But I don't like going out. I don't even want to meet nobody. Like, I've never been that type of person to want to go out and meet somebody that, or go hang out with somebody that does like coke or something like that, and I'm supposed to be okay with it, or crack or meth or something like that. Like, that's not my type of thing. That's not my type of people. You feel me? That's not the type of crowd I want to be around in. I feel like now there isn't a lot of people that want to show you what they really went through. I don't feel like a lot of people really went through anything. I feel like if a lot of people went through anything as far as like sleeping in the house, like in a bando, or not having nobody to rent to, I feel like a lot of people put themselves in those situations. Just like I put myself in the situation I'm in now. Like, I can't blame nobody. You know, like, you can't go around. I mean, they made a positive situation out of a negative situation. That's true. That's good. I glorify that. But the fact that you got yourself there, it's like, don't glorify what was and made it seem like it was something that made you come up. Because that's not what made you come up. That's not the way people come up, selling drugs. It's not cool, like, for real. Point blank, period. And then you got a lot of listeners that be younger than you, that be kids, that still be in school. Like, parents don't want their kids trying to follow what you do, you know. And it's like, you can say that's on the parents, but me growing up in the household without my father, like, it made it hard for my mom to pay attention to a lot of the things that I did. Like, my mom used to always be working. If I saw my mom, she was leaving to go to work. Like, for real. That's the only time I ever saw my mom. So you can't really say that it's on the parents' fault. It's on you. You feel me? It's on you. It's the person that's actually putting the music out there. It's cool enough that you telling the true story and everything going on like that, but you gotta show them the best way to get out. Not just one way to get out. Like, everybody didn't come up off of selling whatever it was that you sold. You feel me? And that's the truth. Like, that's the truth about it. Point blank, period. Like, my ultimate goal is just to die a great man. When I say a great man, I feel like there's the definition behind it. My mom used to always talk about this. You know, growing up in a household without your dad. You feel me? So this type of stuff that you hear all the time. I feel like a great man is somebody that provides for not only himself, but the people that's to come after him. Not even the people that's here. Like, he think about more along the line of his last name. Like, the people that come up after him, his kids, and their kids, and their kids, and the generations to come.
So you would say like a legacy?
A legacy. But that's not saying that I want them to, like, come up doing, like, music or something like that. Like, I want them to follow their dreams. Whatever they want to do, they should do that. That's what you should do. If You want to, if you know this, if it's something that you good at, it's something that you know that you can do, or you want to do in life that you feel like you can get better at, or whatever it is, man. If you feel like you got love, passion behind it, do it. Like for real, don't let nobody tell you that you can't. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. That's the worst. That's the worst way to look at it, because then you'll never do it. It'll never happen. I see myself. I don't know where I see myself in 5 years. I feel like wherever I take off on this music though, it will have me a great person. I feel like me in the public eye won't be totally a bad thing. I feel like I won't make horrible decisions. I won't make nobody look at me and try to criticize me for what I'm doing. I mean, it comes along with it. People gonna talk. That's one thing about it. People need to understand that people gonna talk. They're gonna say whatever they want to at any given time. And you can't control what people say. But I just see myself being successful. I don't see myself being in the same spot. A lot of people that doubt me, I feel like that's the energy that I use to get where I'm gonna go. And I feel like that's what's gonna drive me to be successful in the next 5 years. I'm gonna be successful in the next year. You feel me? Like that's just how I look at it. I can't tell you how much money I'm gonna have. I won't tell you how much money I have then, but I will be successful. Point blank period. I'm not necessarily saying that success is all about money, because it's more about how you feel at the time. I feel like success is basically completing your goals. Like when you mark that off your checklist, you feel me? When you say that, I did that. When you can look back and say that I completed that, you feel me? Like we actually went and did it. We said we was gonna do it. We set out a task. We created a plan, and we executed. You feel me? That's success. Success is making all your dreams come true. Maybe not all of them, but at least one.
So, I've seen a lot of young, great artists come up in the game, and the fame and fortune has really played a big part on their career, and they're no longer as hot as they were. Do you think that would happen to you?
No, because it's all about investments. It's all about the hunger. It's all about what you want from the situation. I feel like, honestly, I want my family to be like the primary investments. I feel like most of my family are great at a lot of things, and they don't really have a way to show themselves to the world. So as far as like bakeries, restaurants, art galleries, I got a lot of different things, or a lot of different ways that I can actually show like my family's talent, you feel me, besides mine. Like, and I want to use my money if, you feel me, we fall into a predicament where we can have money and just show off their talents. I feel like their talents are a lot greater than mine. But you know, if I had a way I can get myself exposed to the world, I can gain those fans to actually get those people to actually have those fans. I feel like we can make something happen. They make singing songs. I make music. It's a difference. I feel like I can last forever. I feel like it ain't no stopping to what's going on right now. And it never will be.
If you had to relate yourself to any animal, what animal would you relate yourself to?
The lion. Just because of courage. And that spot in the food chain in the jungle. Like, they the king of the jungle. You feel me? I feel like that's a name to uphold. Like, that's a name even your son gotta come up and think like, damn, like my dad was the king of the jungle. You feel me? Like, for real. Like, I'm the lion. I'm the alpha male. Like, it ain't nobody really above me. That's just the way I feel. There ain't really no competition. Even if it is competition, you ain't gonna do nothing to make me great. Like, for real. They ain't never gonna put a stop to what I got going on. That's what the lion is about. If I had to be anything, I'll probably be a phoenix. Just because of all the struggles that I done went through. Everything it seemed like I fell back on, it seemed like it was a minor setback for a major comeback. Like, I've never been totally without. I've been without, but it seemed like I've never came to a situation where I couldn't come back from it. I've always been able to come back even stronger than how I left. I feel like the way I left, like, I ain't gonna lie, at the time of being in those down times, I felt like it wasn't no way to come back. There was no way to get up. It was no way to get back on my grind or nothing like that. But it seemed like I always found a way. I feel like that's where Lion plays back in, just because that's where it takes that courage and that strength and that wisdom to actually know that, not even wisdom, more faith, just believing that you know that you can come back. Believing in something, believing knowing that somebody got your back. Even if you can't even see them, somebody gonna have your back. Somebody either you gonna work extra harder to make sure that way that you going in, but you're just not giving up. There is no giving up. There's no way to stop whatever that you got going on right now. The only person that can stop you is yourself, and I won't let myself stop myself. I fell in love with it when I first wrote my first poem. Though I was in 2nd grade and I wrote a poem. And my teacher had read it out to the class. She was like, "These was one of the." She didn't say my name. She was like, "These was one of the poems." I was like, I felt like it was a little bit, you know, it was like just great. I don't know. She said she used some type of, you know, some big word. It probably wasn't a big word. It was just a word that just made me seem like excessively more better than probably what I was. But it was just better than everybody else's. You feel me? I always had a heart. Like I always been gifted. Always been gifted. But that's why I first, like for real, dog. It's unless he told me he killed somebody, it ain't no reason for nobody to be in jail this long. No reason.
So you feel like he chose to be in jail that long?
Possibly. He had the chance to be out. When he got let out, he was let out on good behavior. And this is from parole. This is from prison. You feel me? Like for real. So when you was here, and I was like, I didn't know that at the time. Like I was completely ignorant to the fact that like he came out on jail, like on parole. I ain't know nothing about parole, probation, getting let out on good behavior, all that other shit they got going on jail. Like what's it called? Not security, but people in the white shirts, the trustees. Mm-hmm. Like I ain't know no shit about that. You feel me? Like just thinking like he here. You feel me? Like I just met the nigga. Like I was in the 1st grade when the nigga showed up. You feel me? So he was here for like all of 6-7 months, and then like the nigga just disappeared. Like I remember one time my mom tried to show me like I think he was doing drugs or some shit. I felt like this fucked up on my mom part. Like I ain't never actually told her this shit, but like she tried to show me like, look, this is what your dad be doing, like all type of shit. She dragging me by the arm and shit. I'm like, man, like this ain't even none of my business. You feel me? Like for real. But putting all that shit together, I started finding out, like, you meet different people around Brunswick. Like, Brunswick's so fucking small, like, everybody know each other, you feel me? So at some point, like, the past start coming, like, to me, you feel me? Like, I start hearing about the shit that my dad used to be doing, you feel me? Daddy used to doing wild shit, man. Like, this nigga just didn't know how to control himself, bro. It seemed like that the drugs took control of whatever it was that he had going on. Now, the last story that I heard, I was in jail when I heard the story, which I thought was pretty crazy, but at the same time, Buddy was sober. You feel me? So he couldn't have just been telling me no BS. You feel me? Basically, he said my daddy went to Jacksonville, tried to make some extra money. He said he was trying to make some extra money for me for some reason. Oh, he got caught up in a situation where it was like it was them or me. You feel me? So he had to choose, and he ended up getting caught. So like I just want to hear. I want to know what the real story is, but I ain't too eager to actually know. Like for real, because at this point, it's been far too long, way far too long. You hear about all that shit. Like my brother one time, like out of the blue, I don't know what conversation we was having. Then my brother Rock, the one actually when I used to rock. You feel me? He was like, man, your daddy was a gangster. Your daddy was a real gangster. Like I'm talking about, like just like out of the blue. You feel me? What? I don't even remember. I don't even think we was holding a conversation. I just think he just came out of the blue and said that shit. You feel me? And like it was different shit like that as a kid that people used to be saying that had me thinking like, damn, like who is this motherfucker? You feel me? Like for real.
Yeah, he might have.
Or like why the reason why like I crave weed so much, or like you feel me? Just like anything like that. I feel like that's the reason why. Cause it was something going on there. Like you gotta think like that was during the 80s. Like I was born right before the 80s, 4 years before the 80s. So around that time, like it was still big, even though if it did last like a little time period, you feel me, a few decades, or a couple of decades, it seemed like it affected me more than anything, like for real. Like I probably wasn't a crack baby, but it being in my dad's system at the time, like I felt like that affected me. And I feel like that's when he went to jail. That had to be when he went to jail. That shit makes no sense, dog. I probably do need to talk to him. That shit, not thinking about it, I don't want to talk about this shit. That shit's emotional. That is an emotional subject. I don't like that shit.
So what do you think is your natural element?
Fire. I think fire is my natural element because of the spark, the enthusiasm I can have at times. I ain't gonna lie, I've been in a dark place like probably majority of my life, but I feel like fire is where I come from in my heart. Fire is the motivation behind the music and the things that I say. I feel like fire is my attitude. Fire is my drive. Fire is everything that I have that I'm showing you now. You feel me? Like, for real, I wouldn't beat this up. You feel me? If it wasn't for my element. Like, I laugh at myself sometimes, even when nobody else laughs. That's fire. You feel me? Because if you ain't hot, then if you don't think you hot, then you ain't hot. Nobody else gonna think you hot. Like, straight up. Like, for real. That's point blank period. No point intended.
You say come closer, then say leave me alone. It's like at first we were right, then we just can't get along. But I'll always be here for you.
Like, for real.
So what is your dream project?
My dream project, I don't really want to give them like too much of the dream project. I got a big idea for my first album, like my first complete like me. You feel me? Not just a mixtape, like the person that you really see, like the album that you gonna get be more me than me. You feel me? Like, for real. I'm not gonna put a name on it. I know what the name gonna be, but until we get to that step, I feel like it's gonna be a total package. It's gonna be more than what you paid for. You feel me? Like, for real. I'm gonna give you a whole lot, and that's all I can really say for it.
Compare yourself to.
Cassidy, Eminem, and Lil Wayne, cause it ain't a flow that Lil Wayne hasn't done. Like, I can't not say Lil Wayne. You feel me? But that's why I'm putting him in number 3. Like, for real.
Like a fucking night beat, yeah. I look on your beat, kicking shit like Bully. Get money to team, but it's J-A-Y-R-O-C. Like what? I just like the song, I ain't dissing in no way. I be killing shit and I do this every day. I look on your beat, kicking shit like Bully. Get money to team, but it's